Well, happy Monday, everyone. This is Greg Dixon, your Chief Enabler for Shared Visions Unlimited, Multimedia Publishing and Marketing. And today I'm going to talk about the Golden Publishing Sales Machine. So the Golden Publishing Sales Machine has been my main offer for a while, and it's designed to get your books out everywhere that pays, and has a few other steps to it that I'm going to go through today. So here, the first step is publish everywhere that pays. That could include my process generally is upload to Amazon books, Amazon for paperbacks, and Kindle eBooks there. And I'm also advocating to do audiobooks. Audiobooks have taken off. I've started subscribing to audiobooks and listen to them quite often. So that's the thing to add to the mix. So Amazon is the first step, and then the audiobooks also go through Amazon. And then after that, there are a number of other platforms that get your books out into a lot of different places. So, for example, Ingram Spark has something like 45,000 outlets, which could include libraries, bookstores, retailers, basically anywhere you can buy a book. And that includes printed books and ebooks. And it's a big platform. Both Amazon and Ingram Spark are print on demand, POD. So when people order the book, they get printed and delivered. And that's the same for if a bookstore, your local bookstore wants to order, they can order it and they'll be printed and delivered to them at a wholesale price. So that's one way of getting everything out there. So that's the main step, and the essential first step. And here, the next step here is a multimedia digital experience edition. So that's something that I do. If I'm publishing a book, I'll create the print book just as I described, put it out in all those platforms, and then I'll also create a digital experience edition, which could include that book or a bunch of books, a collection of books, also courses, related courses, interviews, video, downloadable resources, all sorts of things related to your topic. And why I like doing this is I can create a landing page and sell that directly, and I get the money and I get the contact information, and the people get instant access to the book and other resources, and also sometimes I'll offer a combination where they pay me for the book, so they get instant access to the digital experience edition, and then I'll also send them a printed copy through Amazon. Have Amazon deliver it, can deliver it worldwide. So that's one of the advantages to going through Amazon. And so that's the second step on it. And then here, the third step is connect to a membership program. One very famous author and guru who has a very high-end coaching program made a joke one day, and he said, somebody buys my book for $9.99 and then may pay me $100,000 to read it to them. So so many of us probably can't charge $100,000 for it, but it's one of the reasons why I think an audiobook, when you're working through your book, also work through and put out the audiobook with it, or as close to with it as possible. And there's many ways of getting there without it being too painful. And so that's one of the things. The membership program, I think one of my clients asked just a couple of days ago, said, are courses still valid? And they are, though I think the difference is people won't pay a lot for just to have a repository of videos and information, but they will pay for some kind of interaction with you. So So that means having what I'm suggesting here is having some kind of membership program where people pay a monthly fee, and then maybe once a week you get on and you have office hours, or you do a short presentation about your from your book or from your course, and then have a question and answer session. I think it's in the group interaction where the magic is. I'm paying quite a lot of money for a masterclass today for at the moment for Logic, learning how to produce music with Logic Pro, Apple's Logic Pro. And I wouldn't have paid that amount of money just to get the access to the material that's in the back office, but the twice a week sessions are just priceless. And so if you've got something you can teach or share, I suggest creating a multimedia experience edition and link that into a membership program where people can ask you questions and interact with you, and that can be pure gold for you. And it also serves your readers and your clients better, because they get a chance to ask questions, and it's not as onerous as one-on-one coaching. So somewhere in between, and sometimes in a way the group sessions can be more valuable than one-on-one coaching, because somebody will have a question that everybody else is thinking of but they're afraid to ask, and then sometimes the group can problem solve and just have really good suggestions. So it's the mastermind model, really. Okay, and then the third one is market everywhere that pays. So I sort of a follower of Dan Kennedy is sort of leave no stone unturned. So you try all the platforms. You put money into the ones that are actually working, but really get the word out everywhere, get your message out everywhere. And with a book, Eric Lofholm suggests doing a 3-day launch. That's really good. So you've got it on Amazon. Build up some anticipation to your book launch, and then announce today, and then on the day where it's available, send everybody a link, get them to purchase your book from Amazon, write a review, all that thing could do. And but that's a good short-term blitz. And I also suggest a longer term thing is you can do my favorite, my strategy generally is to create a blog post. Could be a blog post out of one of the topics from your books, an insight, and then I'll optimize that for searches in AI and submit it to the Google Search Console, and then I'll often also do a presentation. A live presentation like this one here with a link back to that page, or it could be a series of social media. Like anything that's a blog post could also go out on social media platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, places like that. So the whole idea is that you're getting the word out everywhere. You're sort of getting linked into the searches, and so when people start searching for you or searching for your topic, you'll come up and be presented as an expert. So this whole thing is a lot of even just having a book itself is a good something good you can present in networking groups. It's you can put out publicity for it, press releases. You can see if you can get to be a guest on podcasts, maybe even television interviews, do some in-person presentations, all those things. Good things can happen when you're published far and wide and you're marketed far and wide. And it can be fun. And I've got a special offer to help you with all of this, all the 4 steps. And it's the idea of here is that most things can be launched in 90 days, in 3 months, and including publishing your book everywhere, creating the digital experience edition, creating the membership program, all the landing pages, email sequences, everything related to that, and then go nuts marketing everywhere. And really, this is good for something you've already created. If you have books and courses, they can be bundled in the digital experience edition and created into a membership program, and then marketed again. That can give new life to your books and courses. Or if you've got something completely new, you can just follow through the process and launch it out there. So yeah, so this, if you're interested in this, if you, I invite you to connect with me and talk about your publishing and marketing goals. And what we'll do is we'll see if this is a good fit for you. For some of you, you may not want to do everything. So the Publish Everywhere is a good first step, and you can get your books out, especially if you've got a memoir or something else, something you're not planning to basically teach out of, but you just want it out there, short stories, any of those kinds of things. And so for some of you, maybe we do steps 1 and 4, publish everywhere, and then market everywhere, and good things can happen. So, but let's start with a discussion. So make an appointment wherever you're seeing this. Just put a note in the chat and make an appointment. And maybe I can put something in the, right here. Okay, I've got a calendar link. If you can make an appointment, if you make an appointment with this link, you'll get a, for one, I'll create a bit of a roadmap for you, and the other is you automatically get a subscription to my Build Your Golden Publishing Sales Machine kit, which is an example of the digital experience edition. So here, where am I at? I got to go back and do the comment. So there we go. Okay, there's I put the link to make an appointment in the chat there, so you can book on that. But again, reach out if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, LinkedIn. Just put a little note in the chat that you'd like to meet with me to discuss your publishing and marketing goals, and we'll go from there. And thanks a lot. Go off and enjoy your Monday.